Before I start this video, I just want to give you a little warning. This video contains some harsh language and quite graphic descriptions of sickness, violence, and murder. If this is not your cup of tea, then maybe this is not a video for you. Hello, and welcome back to White Night. So, last time I managed to kill the ghost that was in this room by repairing a lamp. The one on the desk over here. So that means we can now go into the door that the ghost was standing in front of, or sitting in front of. So we can go in here now. I'm gonna go stand here and hope that she doesn't see me. I think we're good. Okay. The coffin let out a noxious smell of death and rot. In the corridor, I found 3 coffins that were just unearthed. The putrid smell that floated around me covered the smell of dirt for good. William VESPER'S Diary, Excerpt 8, November 21st, 1919. Mother's burial was yesterday. While everybody was crying, I was cursing her as I watched the coffin slowly lowered under the ground. It was like a dark celebration. She's back where she belongs, and Earth itself doesn't care. It is not afraid of her. It has no ears to hear her scream, no skin to endure her beatings. But during the night, in my room, as soon as I blew out the candle, I felt a breath close to my ear. Then I heard her voice. "I will save you." I screamed. Sarah came to see what was happening. I asked her to sleep close to me. I dreamt of Mother the whole night. She was walking silently in the house with her blind eyes. She was waiting behind the door of my room like a wolf. Dr. Rosenthal says that can happen with morning people, that they make things up. For me, it is out of fear. I don't make anything up. Margaret is still there. There's a camera as well. Margaret Vesper, January 2nd, 1880 to August 26th, 1919. I'm gonna go and stand over here. Fresh mud, damp wood. The coffin had been unearthed recently. I'm sorry if you can hear any sounds because I have my cat on my lap. Oh, there's another ghost there. There's a door here, but it's
too heavy for me to breach
locked.
it, especially with my bad leg.
Okay, so basically, last time we found a lot of clues about the Wolf of Black Lake, who is a murderer that has been killing a lot of girls. And there's quite a lot of hints suggesting that this murderer might be William. Okay, so that got rid of the ghosts. I found a light switch. There's a note. Note to self, I lock myself. I took the initiative to block certain doors. After some dangerous encounters with Mother, it seems to be working, even if her body defies the laws of physics. I noticed that during the darkest nights, she was able to walk in the garden, so I blocked the the shutters and windows. At times, though, the wind manages to open them. This is preposterous. This house is turning into the tomb of a pharaoh. I think that was the same note. There's another light switch here. A tiny sparkle, and I would keep living, but for how long? Okay, there's a bushy thing here. See if I can get back to it. There we go. So let's push this to the side. And I light a match and go in and see where we are. It's a camera again. June 1911. I never told you how much I loved you. Thank you for everything. I think those are pictures of Henry, who is William's father. So we're back in the end of the corridor. Note to self: hiding places. Margaret is easily angered and wreaks havoc in some rooms. I had to hide the house keys to prevent her from taking them to one of her dark places. She used that opportunity to set up her nests near some of the keys, so I had to give them away to her. Her aura is getting stronger by the day, so I have to think and find a way. We've been here before, basically. It's up to WLLIAM. The locked cellar door was just another irony for the darkness that hid behind it. The dark marks on the floor were a terrible omen. They were just another step towards the night. We were down here before, but there was a ghost, so I couldn't really explore everything. But obviously she's gone now because we turned the light on. I think I've read this before. Yeah. Yes, I have. Okay. Just checking to see if I've missed anything. There's a newspaper here. I don't think I've read this one. The Wolf of Black Lake, August 10th, 1935. After a period of relative calm, the residents of Boston's suburbs are living in the fear of what they now call the Wolf of Black Lake, as a reference to the poor district where a number of prostitutes have once again disappeared these past 2 weeks. As the police are no longer commenting on the case, they are now accused of playing the game of the abductor, as the number of missing women are rising, 21 at the latest count. The abductions happened at night, and the culprit seems to only target dark-haired women, pushing the most cautious residents to dye their hair. No corpse was found yet, nor any demand made public. It's always the poor who take the rap, as if it wasn't hard enough already, a mother confesses. Nobody gives a damn, even journalists don't come here anymore. I'm actually not too sure what to do now. So we're back here. I'm trying to think what the next thing to do would be. I guess we can go up the stairs now. I think that's probably what we need to do. I'm just gonna go and save first, because you can never save enough. I think it's always good to save. Oh, there's a newspaper here as well. I don't think I've read this one. This appearance says September 20th, 1934. For over a year, Boston has witnessed a number of troubling disappearances. There are now 13 cases of missing women women unsolved, despite multiple searches by the policing community. The women are from the lower socio-economic stratum of society and aged 20 to 50. 8 of them were notorious prostitutes from the red light districts of Jamesport, Livingston, Black Lake, Crescent Bay and Tardy, where most women were abducted. The rate of these disappearances has escalated in the last couple of months, with almost 1 abduction per week. Human trafficking, murders. The police are definitely following a criminal lead, and they encourage women to be very careful. Yet a growing rumor is accusing the law enforcement agencies to tread too lightly, considering that it is, according to them, the work of one or multiple urban predators. So another article about the disappearances, the Wolf of Black Lake. I'm running slightly low on matches actually. I just one there. Oh well. Let's hope we find some more on top of the stairs. Or up the stairs. On the 2nd floor. Let's do a little save. Okay. So let's move up towards the stairs. The pictures there on the bookcase are pictures of the missing women, I believe. Oh. She actually scared me a bit then. Hello, Selena. I guess we're definitely going up the stairs then. Where are you? Selena climbed the stairs like a star. Contrary to me, she knew where she was going. I decided to follow her, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Heels in the stairs. Okay, let's go upstairs then.
She had climbed the stairs like a diva heading back to her dressing room. Me, I was barely able to stand up. I was trying to follow a star in the midst of black holes. I never felt so relaxed.
End of chapter 2. So we're going into chapter 3 now. One star can be enough. Chapter 3. At any moment, I could encounter whoever had unearthed the coffin. Yeah. There's definitely something going on in this house. There's a camera there. Henry Vesper, October 15th, 1874 to August 26th, 1913. Peace, finally. That's a creepy photograph. There's some matches here as well. I need those. Oh. Go back. Run. Okay, I think we got rid of her. Right, so I guess we're going this way then. These brand new science books had just arrived from Germany. There's a door here. The match went out though. Oh, come on. Let's go in here. explore the upstairs. An empty head, devoid of memories. That's the door. From Selena to William, except for Jim loves jazz. Really, he's so sweet. I'm his princess from the cold, he says. We are in May of 1936, and he thinks the West Coast isn't swinging enough. Jazz expands from New Orleans to New York, where clubs are crazy. They dance, they sing, the party never ends, and that's why everything takes a new turn this very year. Jim tells me he loves me. I'm 24. He's 15 years older, but I don't care. He's the first man I ever really knew. He wants to move his office to New York and to live there with me. New York, can you imagine? But the band refuses to go. Katz has a kid. Marcus is about to get married. Bill doesn't like New York. This is the end of Selena and the Frozen Sons. I don't care, Jim says. The audience wants you, and they will have you. My parents disagree. If I leave, I am not their child anymore. But I already belong to my fans. Okay, there's a light switch here.
Feeling her so close was overwhelming. For a moment, I was a teenage boy again, witnessing a woman's magic for the first time. She was beautiful and classy, like an angel who had fallen to earth. I tried reaching out to her, but to no avail. I had to find a way to get her to see me. I had to find a way to enter her world.
There's a William book. William Vesper's Diary, Excerpt 15. March 19th, 1932. Yesterday, Luna had abandoned me. The sky was bottomless. I tried to fix the house wiring, but I ran away. Only the smoke remained. I went to town, only to learn that Selena would not sing that night. Damn the bad luck. So I drank. When I was drunk, I sat by the piano, as I would at home. I improvised a jazzy lament, and when I raised the head again, she was there, holding a glass in her hand. Something burst inside of me. She started to sing, encouraging me to keep playing. Then she said, I already met pianists with golden fingers, but yours are made of flesh. There is a lot of humanity in your touch. You're talented. We drank the whole night and spoke of the past. She ended up crying. I didn't know what to do. Her face was attracting the light like the crescent moon. Now she wants me to play for her on stage, with her. I'm so happy and crazy, sick from too much drinking. So this is how William and Selena kind of met, I guess. Seated in a chair in front of a great mirror, Selena's waiting, facing her reflection as it was frozen between two worlds. I was the one to bring her back to reality. What was she waiting for? Was something missing? The mirror had seen its share of weird things. Yeah, probably. There's a lot of paintings here. And some matches. On the floor. I'm gonna pick those up if I can. Come on, light a match. Oh, please. There we go. Right, so there was a book there. Go back. Selena. California by Selena Sandvik. California, you salty flowers have curled my hair It's all true. Watch me leave through the fiery gate of the stage where I find my fate, and my songs turn the crowd mad. Miss, they shout ardently, you're beautiful, how earnestly. You scare me, I say lying, give me more of this champagne, the sparkling wine that makes me sing, like a nightingale, at least free to fly. San Francisco, my skin whitens under your flashes, let me sing your echo. Los Angeles, lead me to heaven among your angels. Pour in my glass diamonds and honey, give me the crowd almighty, like a drink of silver, for my foreign lips still bitter. Nothing is too much, nothing's like that touch. I know this is not heaven. Give me the angels, give me the crowd, give me the crowd. I guess that's a song. Lyrics to a song by Selena. So it's one of her jazz songs. This camera. Pictures of women. I think they are the same women as downstairs. I'm not sure. Oh, there's another Selena book. From Selena to William, Excerpt 5. I will always remember 1936 as the year I discovered jazz clubs in Harlem. The Savoy Ballroom, the Radium Club, the Log Cabin, the Cotton Club, the Theatrical Grill, with Ellington, Henderson, Calloway, Armstrong. But even though I date a colored man, I'm not one of them. In America, white people still hang African Americans. Roosevelt and the New Deal won't change a thing, William, because your country still tries to cure an imaginary disease by mutilating itself. One night, Jim encourages me to get on stage. I'm drunk and sad, so I sing a Steph, a folk song from home, the same song I sang for you last time, but I improvise around the theme in a very jazzy way. After I stop, there is silence. I am about to collapse. I feel dizzy, and suddenly the crowd bursts into applause, and they go on cheering me as if they will never stop. It's because of that song that I am nicknamed the Little Northern Star by Armstrong. Dear old Louis, so far away today. Selena's Norwegian. We found out about that last time. I'm gonna actually save again before I go out in the hallway again. There's a door here as well, actually. Let's see where that leads. Oh, it just takes me back out here. Okay, let's go back. There's a hat on the floor there. Right. Let's go back out here. See if we can find whatever we need to give Selena. There's a book here. William Vesper's Diary, Excerpt 17, May 16th, 1928. Mother's birthday was yesterday. She harassed me all night. Her insect-like voice and insults drove me crazy. Then, as I was sleeping, the beating, the scratching. Where were you, Luna? You have been gone for nights. I jumped out of bed, took the car. In town, I saw that lonely girl stumbling on the sidewalk. Her hair was black, a color I abhor. I opened the car door. She was drunk and chilled to the bone, and got in. The knife was beneath my seat, so I didn't have the strength to do it. So I brought her back here. As I write this, she's tied in Mother's favorite seat. Fear has made her dirty it already. I don't know where to start. After putting on my mask and a suitable outfit, I started cutting her forearms and thighs. Blood flowed. I felt nauseous and walked out to puke. It wasn't enough. Luna didn't react. Meanwhile, Mother and the choir of shadows kept mocking at my defeat. Wicked child, shame to your blood. Bullshit, I will show you. That is some messed up stuff. I think we can clearly see now that William is probably the wolf of Black Lake, though. So let's hope we don't run into him. All the doors are locked here. Someone's knocking on the door and opening it for us. There's a book here actually. Let's read that first. William Vesper's Diary, Excerpt 18, May 19th, 1928. I was studying an Amerindian ritual sacrifice when the fuses tripped. I was grabbed and thrown to the ground by shadows, dragged to the storeroom. I managed to toggle a switch. Electricity saved me. Enraged, I grabbed the knife and the mask. I returned to the girl. I sat on her to prevent her from moving, and stabbed her by following my instinct. Straight in her belly, that sacred matrix. Her white skin was like a moon reddening more and more with each scar. Then I saw higher art in the making. The work turning from white, the alchemical albedo, to rubedo, the red work that concludes the magnum opus. It all made sense. Life, death, the transmutation of matter, and the active tincture of the philosopher's elixir was leaking over me. Intoxicated, I poured her blood to the last drop and bathed in that body as I witnessed life flowing away from it. When I turned back, Luna's silvery eye had returned and was watching us from behind the window. The shadows were silent. I think I'm free. Blood spoke. I found a way to quiet the night. So basically, he thinks that by killing the girls that has dark hair like Margaret, he brings the moon out. And that saves him from the ghosts, I guess. Oh. Have we been locked in? Hello? I think we're having one of those dreams again.
This room was different. It was a dead space. A breach opened in the night. A world trying to mimic another. Memories, maybe. Suppressed memories. Sadness. Letting myself fall into a trap was starting to be a bad habit.
Oh no, I'm trying to run to the piano. Oh, I made it. Let's play a little on the piano. Hello, Selena. I was having a drink.
Follow me.
let's see what we need to do here. There's a book, William Vesper's Diary, Excerpt 4, October 4th, 1916. When the moon appears at night, the shadows stop shouting, so I watch it as much as I can. I feel warmth in my body. I talk to it so it would stay. When I stop watching, it's still in front of my eyes for a while, as if it could stay in my mind. I believe that's the reason I love night more than day, even though the night is very dangerous because of the shadows. And because of Mother. If the moon could kill her, I might be saved, and the moon would take her place. I'm only 12, and I don't want to die like that in the dark. So his obsession with the moon starts quite early on, as he's only 12 when he wrote that. How does this lamp work? Fantastic. I can move the bed. So let's do that. The tie of the painting was weak, maybe with another blow. Okay, let's do another blow then. The painting was covering a spy hole. Things are getting murkier and murkier. There's a key there. A key waiting in the shadows, waiting for me to get it. A child had been trapped here for much too long. I found a drawing of a kid. When was it drawn? Probably by William then, when he was a child. Okay. There's a book here. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 14. September 15th, 1911. I found Henry arching on his bed, naked, grasping the sheets, as if they were chains. When Sarah entered, she screamed, "He's possessed." I told her to wake up the servants and go look for Dr. Rosenthal. She was happy to leave. I came close to Henry. In the darkness, his eyes looked like two balls of mercury, the eyes of his son. He had scars all over his chest, inflicted by his own nails. He grasped the sleeve of my gown and hissed, "There you are, whore." He dragged me towards him, towards the obscene swell of his crotch. The past and the present were one, drawing a sinister bloody line to the future. He was lost, a wrecked man, like my father. I was doomed. God had turned his back on me. So Henry's obviously very ill with something that is probably the same thing that Margaret's father was ill with. It may have been Selena's lipstick, a sacred relic. Was Selena living here, or was it just a madman's delusions? The kind of tool a woman always needs in front of a mirror. A hairbrush. A huge quantity of blood in the bathtub, apparently. There's some more matches. I actually don't have any, I think. I lost them when we got locked in somehow. Okay. A broken glass because of the storm, or a quarrel. Who knows? I'm trying to get to this book. Sorry, there we go. Margaret again. Excerpt 13. September 15th, 1911. It happened tonight, around 1 a.m. The house was quiet. Sarah had taken William to bed after dinner, and Henry had left the living room around 10 p.m., saying he was tired. I thought we were past trying to forge excuses. I was painting in my room when I heard the yell. My heart stopped. I thought it was a delusion, but a yell resonated once again. The yell of ancient fear, reaching out from the abyss. A door that I thought looked for good just slammed open in my mind. And behind it was a frightened child who thought her father was coming back from the dead to take her. I quickly pulled myself together. I went out in the hall. The yells were coming from Henry's room. William was awake and about to enter his father's room. I sent him back to his bed, despite his tears. I knew too well what was waiting inside. So, this illness that both Henry and Margaret's father has, I've kind of, like last time I played it, I kind of gathered that it could be like syphilis or something like that. It sounds horrible anyway. From that hole I could only see the moon. Could it be pure luck? Got an achievement for that. There's another William book. William Vesper's Diary, Excerpt 19, June 30th, 1928. The voices came back, one by one. I thought it was forever free. I was so naive. That corruption runs too deep. I had to do it again tonight. There's a new girl downstairs, tied up on the slut's throne. Her hair, as black as mother's, gives me the shivers, but they justify the killing. I only touch her when I'm wearing gloves. I need to polish my approach. The first time was too brutal, too rash. Luna is subtle. She knows blood is precious. One cannot pour it out of rage or fear. The act has to be fully conscious. Using drugs, as some Indian tribes do, could amplify my perception of the ritual, but importing them will take some time. In any case, Luna's weak tonight, but she's still there, waiting, curious to see me act. Okay. Alright, William. So, I think this is the one I read before, right? Yeah. I think we can go out now. If I move this chair, I need to put out my match. And let's open it, the door, and walk out. Oh, hello. There's a ghost right there. She gonna move or... Oh, I think we might have to run. I think we might have to run. Let's go. Okay, I think we're good. Right, so let's save and let's leave it there for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, even though it's been quite graphic in some of the journal entries. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you soon in the next video.